All right, cool. What's up? This is Alex here. We're gonna do some slower kind of tutorial because a couple people asked me to do a slower version of this because my last version was way too fast. So we're gonna do it. All right, cool. So this is what it's gonna look like. Well, not like what I'm gonna bring it to right now, but this is what you could potentially bring it to and further than this, I'm sure. It's just the same. It's a really simple idea, and it's gonna be really easy to fucking accomplish. There will be swearing. Watch out. But yeah, we're just gonna go over this glitchy effect, going from all the random crazy colors inspired by the Spiderverse movie, which was super dope. And all right, let's do it. So it's a really simple process. Turn that off. We're gonna stop playing now. So we got our image. Cool. Our little Morty guy. And you're going to take that layer that is your image, and you're going to just copy and paste it so you have a second version of it. And the easiest way that I think that I've found for this, tons of ways, obviously, it's After Effects. You can do half a bajillion things, 300 bajillion ways, just like any compositing or design or anything. This is programs. But is using the tritone. Tritone-izzle. All right. So you take the tritone, put it on top of your duplicated layer. Already looks different. It's not a bad vibe, but it's not very cool. So let's go look for some cool colors. For the highlights, let's go yellow. Yeah, let's do yellow. And for the midtones, let's find a cool ass pink. Yeah. And for like the darks, yeah, let's make pink again. Boom, boom, boom. It's pretty cool. I dig that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is realize that you should have pre-comped this ahead of time so you can mask it off, because I had to mask off it from the original image anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. Do a little pre-comping. Boom. Yeah, it's a perfect name. That's what we love. And now it's all messed up because I applied my tritone too early. All right. Let's get that back. Let's undo this. A little control action using a Mac keyboard. Totally not used to it. All right, let's take that tritone off of there. Boom. But you get it already. I know the juices, they're flowing, the ideas. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna move it into its own pre-comp now, and we'll just leave that for now because it doesn't really matter. We're never gonna touch that thing, unless you want to like turn it on, turn it off. But that'll be a different tutorial for a different time. So now we go back to tritone. Now that it's pre-comped, see, you can't see the rotor shape anymore. Therefore, we're going to be able to change it later, which is super crucial. Let's go back to the yellow and the pink. Hell yeah. More pink. I'm sure red would look really cool at the same time too. Slightly different color pink. All right, so now we got our crazy colors. And you can see it's just different color. Go in. Grab the little masking option. Be like, for some reason, I think the eyes are really cool to do this with as like a feature. So now we have that being revealed over the top of it. And while that is cool and does give you some kind of effect, we're just going to go in, transform this bad boy up just a little bit. Let's scale it up. Let's go. We'll scale it. Boom. And then sometimes, if you don't put your center point ahead of time, you're not going to get the coolest option, so you can just slide around the positioning a little bit so you kind of get it to show up where you want. So now I got this. Boom. Eyes pop out. I don't know what that is outside. Don't worry about it. And come in here, and what you're going to want to do is limit how many frames that this is going to take up. So I'll just do a couple frames right here. I don't know what that is. It's like 2 frames. And now this is where the easy part comes in. It's just copy pasta, but you got to change a lot of stuff. So first, come over here. New things. Let's do blue. Blue's cool. I do like the blue and pink, but it's a little too similar to what we have. So let's do some blue and just like crazy red. That also looks pretty cool. And I'm not gonna leave that pink. Gonna come over here, maybe like some orange, and move this over a couple frames. What you're going to end up doing is having them overlapping. So you're going to make a lot of these. And you're going to want to vary up how many frames it's taking so that it looks a little bit more staccato and interesting, glitchy. Because glitches, they're sporadic and they're random. Sometimes they hold, sometimes they go by super fast. But it's all part of the same thing that makes it give it that cool feel. And the only last thing that you have to do is start messing with the sizes and the masks of your stuff, and also adding in like a couple more. So we could add in like one up here. Boom, got a little bit of a top part of his head. Boom, bring it down, a little eyeball action. Come over here, do one more little slice. Boom, that is my doggy here in the background. Boom, unclick, deselect. All right, now I know you guys can see where we're going with this. You can even like hold longer for certain things. This is what I'm talking about for the staccato effect, because it kind of gives you something to linger on. Everything doesn't have to be so frenetic and just disappear immediately. Kind of helps lead the eye around. That's why I did the eyes, because I think the eyes are the most important aspect of it. All right, let's go over here. I'll do a couple of these. Elongate that a little bit. Boom, bring that over here. All right, so for this one, let's change the color first, because then it's easiest to figure it out. And let's go with some crazy greens. Crazy greens and some cool colors, or maybe no, not that. That's not cool. When you start doing this, you're like, how many colors are there even? You know? And you're like, oh right, watermelon colors. And also there's all kinds of colors online. You can check it out. Do some of this, and really you just want to like vary up your shapes. One thing I like doing is rotating them slowly around. Kind of gives it more uniformity, something to kind of lead the eye and watch out for. Come over here, boom. This one looks too big. Boom, 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 boom. Duplicate that bad boy again. Bring it over. And having them overlapping on top of each other also really helps. See, we can already get like a feel of what's going on here. And you're going to mess with the animation timing of all these things later. Some of them just aren't going to feel like they're working, so you're going to have to work on it. I had that happen to me at the very end of when I was trying to transition the Morty into the Rick, which was one of my last transitions. I just could not figure out a good timing that I liked for it. But obviously, we adapt, overcome, we make it happen. Cool. Once you get into the rhythm of it and you make sure that you're selecting the right things, you don't have to change the color every time, but it will be the thing that saves you. Totally. I've had many bad situations where I thought I was editing something and I was not. And then there was sad times. But sad times are always followed by a life lesson. There's little babies outside. And this one, I don't want like all this stuff. I'm going to get that out of there. Boom, 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 boom. Do another little copy pasta. Bring it over a couple frames. Reduce the amount of frames. I think we're lasting a little bit too long on some of these. And ending them at the same time can be cool too. See, now this is the only thing that should be dominant. Come in here. Maybe like a... Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's also not too different from the last one, so it gives you something kind of a little following action. Boom, 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 boom. Bring this guy, bring it down, bring it down. Do some of this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's no super correct answer on how you're supposed to do this. It does take a lot of trial and error. Like that kind of looks cool, but maybe when I play it, not cool. See, there's nothing in the center, so I would like to do something about that and kind of have something come on like a frame or two afterwards. Make this last a little longer, where it's only something cool in the center. Something like this. Probably come in here, change this up. Red is pretty cool. Don't want these shapes anymore though. Get rid of all those. Boom. Like I said, eyes are key. Diamond shapes are cool. Neons with dark colors are also really cool. All right, so we got that, and then we're gonna go to here. I just want to see what it looks like. Is this the thingy? No. So there you have it. You're already starting to get like that feel, and then you just do that maybe 3 to, I don't know, 10 more times, because you don't want it to last too long. It's a glitch, and if you transition it into something, it needs to look pretty not lasting like too long, because people will get bored, man. And I think that's it. So main points: duplicate your layer, pre-comp it beforehand so that you can have control over the masking that you're going to do on it. Also, the tritone won't live inside of the pre-comp, so that you're able to, you know, not be frustrated every single time you want to change the colors. You can see it live. And just get a feel for the animation and have fun with it, because it's a pretty cool effect. It's a lot of fun to do. It's super simple. And there you go. Let me know if that was helpful, confusing, whether I really need to slow it down, because I am a fast talker. I understand. Also, little heads up, side note, if you're going to be using animated footage, you can't be sliding your timelines across like I am right now. You're actually going to have to manually move all these things and leave the timeline there. Otherwise, you're going to have a really weird animation thing happening, and it's not going to look very good. I'm going to leave that there. See, like, you elongate this one time. It's completely different. It's completely different. It's like, whoa, man. See, look, if I have the eyeballs up the whole time, and then it goes back, and it goes back to normal. It's crazy. I love this effect. I'm going to try to experiment with it with some other stuff. But that's it for now. Hopefully that was good. I felt pretty good about it, you know. We're just a bunch of cool cats hanging out, learning effects. Put a comment below, like, subscribe, all that stuff people traditionally say, so that they can build their reputation as someone who is competent and has ideas that are worth spreading. Thank you very much. Later.